Did you get any cooperation from Belichick or get close to any cooperation?
No, absolutely not. And I signed up for that. I kind of knew Dan going in that probably would happen, and tried to pitch around it as best I could. That's why I talked to 350 people. And he did ask some people not to speak with me, which is his right. He certainly doesn't owe me anything. And it was a little disappointing, but again, he has every right to do that. And so, no, I did sit down with his chief of staff up there, Bears Nigerian. We had lunch, and I explained why I was doing the project, and I wanted to get in front of Bill to at least explain the hows and whys, and that didn't happen. I did ultimately, at the end of the process, contact Bill directly via email and said, as I'm winding this down and speaking to hundreds of people, and my only agenda is trying to get this right, I'd love to get in front of you. And he did respond to that very cordially. It was brief, painfully brief, but he just said, thanks for the invitation, but I'm very busy, and I think I'll take a pass. So that's where we are. But I think I still painted a full human portrait of the man, and I guess ultimately the reader will be the judge of that.
If you had one question that you knew he was going to answer, what would it be?
The first thing, that's a very good question. The first thing that popped into my mind when you asked that was Spygate, because as I looked at it and I dug into that case and found some new details about it, I really don't think, and I don't know if I thought this in 2007 when the case broke, I don't think it was really that big of an advantage. So if Eric Mangini got word to you, and Mangini, of course, was the head coach of the Jets at the time, that don't do this in our house or we're going to have to act, and he did it anyway, I'm just surprised that he would do it because the risk was too great. They got caught. It changed the way America outside of New England anyway looked at his program and his dynasty, and I just don't think there was enough of an advantage there to take that risk when you knew ahead of time that the Jets were going to pounce if you did it. So I just would like to ask that question, like, you're so good at what you do. Your team, that was the best team you ever had, even though they didn't win the championship, but they were 18-0. Why did you take that risk? I just didn't understand that. So that's the first question that popped in my head when you asked that, and I think I would love to hear his answer to that because I really don't believe in retrospect, and I've asked a lot of people around the league, I've gotten all kinds of opinions on that they needed to do that, and that it gave them that big of an advantage.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.